Forced from homes for not paying or not being able to afford rent.
Yeah, we're talking about evictions, a major issue across Ohio and hitting the city of Akron very hard. In fact, the Rubber City has the highest rate in the entire state. News 5's Bob Jones is live in Akron tonight. And Bob, an eviction task force is in the works to try and address this problem?
Well, Tracy, it's made up of city, county, and nonprofit leaders all looking for ways to keep more people inside their homes. Here are some of the concerning numbers in the city of Akron. The highest eviction rate in the state, the 24th highest rate in the country. And according to Akron Municipal Court records, there have been between 3,500 and 4,000 evictions in each of the past 5 years.
We were alarmed at the staggering rate of evictions in Akron.
Tamika Rose, who works for the mayor's office, says the scope of the eviction problem really came into focus earlier this year while meeting with Eviction Lab, a research program at Princeton University. It found Akron averages nearly 7 evictions per day, and the city's eviction rate more than 6% per renter homes. That's more than 2.5% higher than the state average.
It is very important because I think it's a key indicator around the health of our community. Because if you're worried about where you're going to live day to day, then that impacts your health.
Eviction Lab study is based on 2016 data, but the troubling trend for Akron continues. Lauren Green Hull from Fair Housing Contact Service says reasons for the high number of evictions include residents not understanding their rights, no place for most people to go for rental assistance, and rising rent.
In just the last year, rents have almost doubled in just the city of Akron alone. So a unit that was a 3-bedroom unit that would be $1,000 for a family a year ago is now renting for $2,000, $2,200.
Green Hull says one possible reason for the spike in rent, a high demand and low supply on affordable units. She's also alarmed by the trend of who is affected the most by evictions.
The majority of people who are impacted by evictions are specifically Black women with children.
The city now working on initiatives to curb the crisis, including hosting tenants' rights sessions.
Tenants don't understand that they have a right to appear in court. They think that's eviction. You can't come in, you don't have an attorney. So they just don't understand their rights.
And an eviction task force just getting started, also looking for solutions.
If somebody doesn't have to leave their safe, stable housing just because they get a little bit behind, then let's make sure that that happens for them in our community.
Something else that could become a priority here in Akron is the dedicated housing court idea. Cleveland has one, Akron does not. In the meantime, Akron city officials stressed if you're struggling or worried about the possibility of an eviction, call the city's 211 line and resources can be provided. Live in Akron tonight, Bob Jones, News 5.